Alright, it says it's recording, so we're gonna hope it is. Alright, so sorry it's been so long since I've done a ScrawlrBox. I had to move, and as you can see, my video setup's all messed up because part of it broke during that move, and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet. But I'm back with a ScrawlrBox, which actually, funny story, I have all of the ScrawlrBoxes between, what, February and now, which is June. So if you're interested in seeing me do things with those ScrawlrBoxes, I haven't even opened them. They're just sitting in my computer room, just like sort of hanging out. So if you're interested in seeing those, let me know, and maybe I'll do a backlog of ScrawlrBoxes. In the meantime, this is June's ScrawlrBox. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but anyway, so let's get it open. Let's see, what do we have? Boy, my little packet. Ooh, oh my. That's kind of cool looking. Oh, it's a little sketchbook! Oh, how cool! I love it! That's so cool! Okay. And this is the art. Can we see this? Probably not. This is the art. Can we see it better if I do that? Maybe. I really gotta fix my light situation because one of my lights broke too. There, the candy is a strawberry refresher. Delicious. Here's my ScrawlrBox sticker. This month's challenge is the Workspace highlight. Workspace highlight. I don't really know what that means. But I'm assuming I got highlighters. Yeah. I was gonna say, it looks like highlighters are the name of the game for this month. Oh, and colored pencils. Oh, highlighter pencil. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, what do we got? We have STAEDTLER Triplus Mobile Office. Oh, interesting. It has... Oh, it's got a highlighter and a pencil and a blue pen and a black pen. Interesting. Okay, then we have, oh, one of them broke, but we have 3 KOH-I-NOOR highlighter pencils. Dry highlighter pencils. They won't dry out or bleed the page. Interesting. We have a STABILO pointMax, which is interesting. It's got these interesting weird grooves in it. That's kind of cool. And it is in, doesn't say what size. Oh, it's like a felt tip pen. That's cool. Oh yeah, nylon felt tip, and the ink is designed to dry quickly and not bleed through paper. It says it's a 0.8mm nib. And then, last but not least, we have M-Lighter Flourescent pens. Pens, you say. They're highlighters. They got that chiseled tip, they're highlighters. Oh boy. Into the fire we go, right guys? Couldn't come on something, easy like I think the last one I recorded was the Spectrum Noir markers and stuff. Can't have an easy one like that. Alright, oh, and of course the sketchbook. And it says it's a 40-page sketchbook with acid-free cartridge paper. And it's an A5 size, so it's a cute little thing. Alright. So, and oh yeah, the artist who did this lovely piece is Chip Whitehouse. And, I'm so bad at this. Okay, here we go. Like this. Yeah, okay. There's all the artist's information. Yay! I don't even know if you can read that. I really need to get another. I need to replace the light that broke so it's lit like on both sides. Anyway, okay, so this is all the ScrawlrBox stuff. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to think about this for a while. When I figure out what I'm doing, I will be back. Okay, so I had a really hard time trying to figure out what to draw. I went through several pages. It's a good thing they gave me a whole sketchbook this time, because one sheet of paper probably would not have cut it. I started off sketching with this pencil. It has really dark lead, and on my test page, that pencil smudged with the highlighters. So what I decided to do was draw with the pencil and then erase the pencil, because you can still see the sort of pencil marks, I guess, which would be good enough as guidelines, and then I have to fine line on top of those, because the other problem I had when I was testing supplies was that the highlighter smudged the fine liner, so I have to color with the highlighters and then fine line it. Otherwise it's just gonna look like junk. this is the finished piece. Super into like retro 60s, 50s-ish era, so she's sort of like a hybrid 50s and 60s because she's got like the 60s bubble flip, but she's also got like a 50s outfit on. And I thought maybe she could be in a malt shop, which is why she's got, you know, a cute drink or whatever. These highlighters, these three highlighters, the M-lighters, is that what it's called? M-lighter fluorescent pen. These are scented, and I didn't realize they were scented until after I started, and actually I didn't even really notice until I uncapped the blue one, because the blue one has the most offensive smell as far as I'm concerned. I think it's supposed to be blueberry, and I hate blueberries, like really, really, really violently hate blueberries. So this one offends my senses. These were, I mean, they were highlighters. The yellow from the STAEDTLER pens set was a highlighter. These colored pencils were kind of cool, actually, but they all they worked like traditional highlighters. Except for the most annoying thing of this entire challenge was the fact that these liners, the STAEDTLER pointMax and the STAEDTLER Triplus, the one from the STAEDTLER Triplus Mobile Office, the Triplus Fine Liner, they smudge with highlighter. So I had to draw with the pencil, erase the pencil lines, color, and then line. And I still got smudges because I decided at the end that I wanted to put a background because it looked too plain. And so I got a whole kinds of smudging. Like, that was just extremely irritating. If you're gonna send me highlighters and you're gonna send me pens, can you at least make sure that the pens are not going to smudge the highlighter? The liners were fine by themselves. I got a thick one and a thin one. They, you know, did their job. The toughest part of this challenge, I'm gonna say, was probably shading. And you know, I just had an idea. Yeah, even if I cross-hatched, I don't think, because yeah, if I do cross-hatching like a little bit, it looks okay, but I don't know. Shading was the hardest part, making things look darker. You saw I kind of I did the Copic marker trick. I touched the tips of the blue and the yellow together to try to get like a green. So that's how I got a little bit of shading on the green dress, is like sort of shaded that green over this green pencil. And that's how I got a little bit of the shading in the headband, but it still looks like orange, purple, and pink. It doesn't look, I don't know. This one was hard. Definitely hard. Also, the paper didn't want to take ink very well, so when I put layers and layers on top of itself, it just wasn't, it didn't bleed, which actually I'm surprised it didn't bleed, but it just kept, paper flaked off a lot. It like came off in pieces and flaked, and like the texture's now really rough under places. If I run my hand over places where I put lots of layers of highlighter to try and get a blend or something, it's definitely very textured now, so the top layer of the paper in those spots definitely came off. I really don't have anything else. I'm still playing with it just because I always take it one step too far, but the gloves look like hands, and her hands are in gloves. They shouldn't be the same color. Yeah, I didn't have a skin tone, so her skin got to stay white. And afterwards I thought, you know, I could do some super dramatic, like, comic book cell block shading, but I feel like that's cheating, because I feel like I should be able to make these blend at least, you know, a little bit, but what if I want? And see, it doesn't matter how many times, like, you layer the highlighter, it kind of gets a little darker, maybe, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing. But yeah, so this was June's ScrawlrBox. Let me know if you want to see the other ScrawlrBoxes. I have the other ones. I have all the other ones between January and now, so I have like 5 or 6 of them. I guess 5 of them I would have. And they're sitting unopened on my desk. Like, they're just hanging out. So if you would like to see them, do them, I'm happy to do them. I think I said in the beginning, I had to move and everything's been really hectic and I'm just starting to get back into the swing of things. Also, sorry for the awful lighting. I broke my lights and my rig, my overhead camera rig, which is why everything's at a weird angle, and I just realized my camera could be pointing over here. That would probably help a little. So I'm waiting for some parts to come in so that I can fix it, and then I have to get new lights, which is why the light I'm basically just using daylight. And I have my tripod set on a very precarious perch of boxes. But should be back to normal soon, hopefully. But yeah, I guess I've rambled long enough. This was June 2017's ScrawlrBox. Highlight. Oh yeah, I was gonna explain the challenge was workplace highlight. And I could not for the life of me think of what to do for this. So I just eventually ended up drawing the first thing that came to mind after I tried several times. Like, several of these pages have already been used. I drew on them and decided I didn't like how it was going, so you're stuck with this cute little 60s highlighter girl because I have no idea what else to do. Like up this video if you like ScrawlrBoxes. I promise my rig will be back to normal soon. Not super soon, but in the next, I'm hoping 6 weeks I'll have new lights and my camera set back up proper. But yeah, so until then, I guess I will talk to all of you later. Like, share, subscribe, all those fun things, and bye!